Hey y'all, how y'all doing? So I'm here eating lunch, dinner. Got me some Chinese rice, some shrimp and broccoli, extra spicy. Y'all love spicy food. But I was just sitting up here about to get ready to complain. Side note, before I do this, yeah, I tried to do me a part. It ain't look like it. All it do is look like I'm bald headed. I was like, po thing, po little tink tink. But yeah, I was about to get ready to toot my mouth up and complain. And as soon as I went to toot my mouth up, my whole spirit was like, "What you complaining for? You complaining about what you asked for, what you begged for, what you receiving? Who does that?" And I was like, "You mfing right, you mfing right." Like y'all, I really set up here. Mm, it was good. I had to do at least one bite real quick. I was really sitting up here thinking, like, I had to change my schedule around. So Mondays usually what I wanted to do initially was I have BCHG stuff in the morning, 7 o'clock, and then we have 3 days a week that we go live from Instagram, and I'm about to do that too. Looking like I'm bald headed. It's all right. But we have 3 days a week that we go live. And of course, I was like, well, I could do Mondays. And, everybody was trying to get their time together. And I agreed to 6 o'clock because usually I'm free 6 on Mondays, but I changed my schedule around so that I can go live on Clubhouse in my room, Power and Source, to have like some conversations that I know I really wouldn't be able to hit on in BCHG, but to prepare people for some of the other topics. Kind of like what I do here on YouTube is, excuse me, so sorry, is I have certain conversations here and I teach certain things here and whatever else, have fun, all that good stuff. But some stuff is just free information. You get it, you got it. And then when you get ready to transfer over into my course or, work with me or whatever else, you have all these things that you can go and see for free before you even come into my course to see if it's something that you want to do it, to see if you like the way that I teach, to see if you like my personality, what's comfortable for you because I'm not changing. So, um, I said all that to say I changed my schedule around on Clubhouse so that I'm in my room on Mondays at 6. And then, of course, I can use that to put on my podcast or whatever else, even though I haven't started it back up. So that's something I also need to do. But all these things, I'm doing all these things so that they're somewhat similar. I'm not I guess you can say like recycle information or whatever else, but that is out there, it's accessible. And I was just sitting up here and I was like, dang, I have to change my time from 6 to 5:30 so that I can be done and off of Clubhouse. So I can be on Instagram live at 6. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm just getting home because I had to do all these errands and, blah, blah, blah. And I was getting ready to complain. Excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry, y'all. Real life. But I was getting ready to complain, and I had to stop and tell myself, because, like I said, my spirit was like, what are you complaining for? You signed up for this. And I was like, you know what? You're right. Like, you signed up for this. You're saying that you see yourself in a certain place, in a certain position, and you have stated that you're going to do what it takes to get to that position. And just like any other thing, there's going to be some times where you have to not just make yourself available, but you have to commit yourself to doing things that maybe may be tiresome or that you may have to do when you really don't want to, because it's not always about what you want to do when you want to do it, but you do what you must so that you can do what you can later, and you can be able to adjust your life to have a situation where you are able to come and go as you please. But right now you're in preparation for that to appear, for that to come to happen. And I think that was a message for me. And so even like now, I was like, I want to do 100 days live on Instagram. I mean, on YouTube, even though it's not live, at least have something coming out every day for 100 days because that was a goal that I set for myself previously. And I kind of let it go to the wayside, and I said, no, I'm going to revamp it. I'm going to do it again, because primarily because I put it in my calendar. What when one of my good friends, Dr. Jamicia, who's on this, she always says, what gets planned gets done. And so the 100 days have been popping up, and I kept trying to figure out like why it never stopped coming up. But I think it was because I never clicked the little assignment thing and clicked done. So there wasn't anything to deduct from it. But of course, once I restarted, I was like, okay, I want to make sure that I'm giving myself these 100 days, however it is, to show up, to put something out every day, even if it's not live, it's recorded. I've done what I said I wanted to do. And it's so many things, and so much knowledge and information, like I feel like I have a wealth of knowledge, and I need to be able to freely give it somewhere, and YouTube is one of those places. And of course, like I said, I'm sitting up here looking at this book, and that's also why I also chose to be on Clubhouse, is because I have so many topics that I want to have a conversation about, and of course be able to push out to different places or whatever else. Alexa, off. And I have to set alarms to keep me on pace and keep me ready and where I need to be. So when I tell you guys, or when, especially if you join my class and I talk about getting organized, or implementing some things for time management, it's necessary. And in order for us, again, to get to a point where we want to be, there's some things that need to take place, and we have to prepare ourselves for what it is that we say we want. But the biggest message is, when you're in a place where you're in transition mode, there's going to be some times where you don't feel like doing some things, but you have to do it regardless. No matter what else is happening around you, you have to make time for yourself, and make time to be in position for what it is that you're requesting for. So again, this is me coming live. This is me talking to y'all, keeping it real. However it come, look at the mess. I had this little thing on my head, y'all, that was pushing my hair back because I was trying to do the little slick back with the, ain't got no but about an inch and a half. But an inch done grew back since I had to cut it practically bald. But y'all, sorry. Anyway, make time for yourself, make space for yourself, but also while you're doing it, remember what it is that you set out for you to receive, and for who you want to be. And understand that the things that you go through, although they may be tiresome, although it may seem like a lot in some moments, remember that you requested for it. And that's what should be the driving goal for you to understand, is that I requested for this to happen. All right, y'all, I'm gonna try to get me a couple more bites into my little groceries, honey, and I'm finna go over to Clubhouse. Sorry, y'all. I think maybe some of that pepper got stuck to the back, but go over to Clubhouse, and then I'm finna hop on over to Instagram. So if you haven't already, please go to the top, subscribe to my page, like, follow, share some of the videos. Come on over to Instagram, do the same. Look, give me a little social media love, because it's free. Look, it's free. Just come follow me, like some videos. Hello. But y'all can catch me live Mondays at 6 on Instagram. Again, I'll put my information down below. I'm gonna see y'all, because I got to keep it moving. Love y'all.